welcome fans of Subject Found. This is it, the season finale. We want to get started on Season 3 right away, so we've started a GoFundMe campaign to help fundraise for that season. We cannot do it without the help of you, the fans of Subject Found. So please, as soon as you can, head over to gofundme.com/SF, like Subject Found, Season 3, all one word, SF, Season 3, and donate whatever you can. There's a whole slew of benefits to those who do contribute to the GoFundMe. Again, it's a limited window of fundraising. We need to raise as much as we can. We are aiming to raise $6,000 to get Season 3 underway immediately, because it's going to take some time to get it done. But we cannot do it without you. If you have enjoyed these first 2 seasons, if you want a 3rd season, which, by the way, is already written in draft form, then I cannot ask you enough. Please head over to gofundme.com/SF Season 3. Donate to the level that you can to help us get going with that. We cannot do it without you, and we want to come back as soon as possible. Hang around after this season finale for some special announcements. And remember, if you're a patron of this show, an alternate ending episode over on patreon.com/Paul Sading, you had to make a decision after episode 9. Did Janice talk to Roman Byers or not? Your answer to that question will dictate which of the 2 versions of the season finale you listen to. So make sure you're heading back over to Patreon to grab that. This episode of Subject Found, the season finale, 2-10, The Ripper, is brought to you by everyone who's ever patroned me. Thank you for everything you've done.
But why me?
Because it has to be you. It's your story to tell. Finish it.
Life has a funny way of dumping opportunity in your lap, of giving you a treasure you weren't planning for or anticipating, or even had a clue about its existence. One day, there was nothing. The next, your life is turned upside down and nothing is ever the same again. Roman Byers is that treasure. An hour ago, I didn't know if I'd have a job tomorrow. I had no idea if you were going to keep me around, Monica, or if you were going to give the story to Branson. Honestly, he's been up your ass for weeks now, so I can't say I would have been surprised if he'd gotten the job and you let me go. You wouldn't be the first person to give up on me. But you didn't. You didn't give up on me, and that means a lot. More than you can possibly know. And for that, I'm going to give you the story of a lifetime.
Janice, what are you doing here?
Can I come in?
Huh? Oh, yes, sure. Of course. Do come in. Here. Sit down. Let me get you some coffee, shall I?
No, it's okay. I don't want any. Plus, I won't be here long.
Oh, okay. So, is everything okay? You look good.
Yes, everything is fine. Everything is great, in fact.
Well, Elijah, I'm glad to hear that. I am, Janice. So things have been difficult lately, I know. Yes, it's nice to see that you're holding up under the demands. Honey, darling, why are you here? How have you been doing? You're holding up, right? We weren't supposed to see each other for a few days. Remember?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, darling. Well, you know, I just...
You know the weird thing about life, Mother? Just when you see your destiny, just when you get a chance to shine, someone pulls the rug out from underneath you and turns everything upside down. Did you know that?
I don't understand.
I'm sure you don't.
Oh, Janice, darling, what's going on? Did something happen? Are you sleeping at all?
No. I've been up all night.
Why? Is it your mania acting up again?
No. Now this time you don't get to blame my condition. You don't get to shuffle back to church tonight and pretend you are free of blame, because I know the truth.
What are you talking about, Janice? What truth?
The truth about him. I know how to make Dad proud.
Janice, that's not funny. You don't joke around about your father, ever. How dare you?
Cut the shit, Mother. He's been waiting for me to break free of your grip. He's alive and has been living in Memphis, and you've kept it quiet from me. You never told me. Why?
Janice, I swear, darling, I don't know what you think you know, but he's not. Oh my goodness, I'm worried about you, darling.
Don't be. For years I've thought about what to do if I ever saw him again, what I would say. You know, it's funny. I could recite all the things I was going to say to him in my sleep if you'd asked me just last week. But that all evaporated when I was face to face with him.
Darling, look, you didn't see your father, all right? You couldn't have seen your father.
Oh, but I did, Mother. Just last night. He's been watching my work since I took this story. He's said he's proud of what I've accomplished, but that I'm not done.
Janice, darling, just stop this madness, all right? Please, your father...
That's the reason I stopped by, Mother. Nothing more. You don't have to lie anymore. You don't have to protect the family secret. I'm not a little girl, and I definitely don't need you hiding my father from me again. We're going to be a family again.
Don't go, Janice, please. Please, just sit down. Okay, let's talk this out. You're making a mistake. We're not done yet. We're not done.
Monica, what the hell? Am I missing something?
Come in, Janice. Where have you been?
I was on my way in, like normal. What's going on?
We've been calling for like 2 hours, Janice. Where have you been?
I was getting ready. Then I had to stop by my mother's. Why is everyone racing around? Why were you calling me? Monica, someone tell me something.
Crazy. Shit. They think they found the bastard. Can you believe
What?
this? They found him.
How? When?
He's not in custody, not yet. We got a leak this morning. Something about that shit Branson found about Jack the Ripper's name. He handed off his research to Marshall. Whatever Marshall found, it's happening. It's really happening. Every spare hand is covering anything that breaks. We're close, Janice. We're so damn close. Get ready. I'm gonna need you all over this. It's moving fast. Damn it. What? I'm in a meet. Oh, hey, Marshall. You've got some... yeah. Janice is here. Yeah, Angelique and Branson, too. Huh? Okay. You got it. Okay, that was Marshall. He wants us all to hang tight here. He's got something for us. Something hot. Janice, be ready. Branson, Angelique, any support she needs to break the story, give it to her.
Of course,
Okay.
boss.
I need to go.
You heard Monica. Marshall wants us to stay put.
No, Monica, I know who the killer is. I know where he'll be. I need to go.
Marshall was adamant that no one leave. Janice, can't it wait until he gets here? Plus, even if you do know where the killer is, you can't just go racing out there and put yourself in danger. Wait until he's here. He'll know what to do.
And let every other agency break the story first? Come on, Monica. You brought me here for this story. Well, this is it. I'll make this story for you, but I need to get to him before the cops do, or you'll lose your exclusive. Let me go, and you'll have the board eating out of your hands for years. I'll help you make history. And I'll take Angelique with me if that'll make you feel better.
I can go, Monica. I've given as much to this story as she has. I want to be there.
No. I know who it is. He caught me last night as I was leaving work.
What?
There isn't any time to explain. I need to go now or we lose this one chance. That's all you're going to get.
Okay. But take Branson, at least. Don't put Angelique in that position.
Angelique can handle herself, and this person will be threatened if Branson rolls in with me. Guys threaten other guys. Who knows what'll happen, and we can't take that chance. We just can't. Angelique, are you willing to go with me?
I mean, I can. Yeah. I'm packing, just in case.
Armed? Monica, come on, this is crazy. They're fucking journalists. Are you really okay allowing them to go meet a killer carrying a gun? This is nuts.
If Janice is right, we're going to be the only agency with this story. This will go national.
And if she's wrong?
Janice.
Monica, please. Let me finish this story.
Okay, go. Before I change my mind.
God.
Come on,
We're doing
Angelique.
this? We're really doing this?
What about Marshall?
I'll deal with him. Just get me that story, Janice.
I will. You won't be disappointed. I'll give you a story Memphis will remember for eternity.
Do you remember the adventure from Season 1 where Jared Strong chased his demon through the Pacific Northwest? Did you know that there's a novel out there, an entire novel on that story? New beginning, new ending, and a whole slew of insight into Jared's story throughout the book that you did not get in the audio drama. It's called Chasing the Demon, and it is available on Amazon now. Not only that, but at the end of this summer, my pre-order will go live for my next horror anthology called 12 Deaths of Christmas. It's a horror anthology. It will be released in time for the holiday season this December. 12 wicked, disturbing, delightful tales of horror. I basically channeled my inner Clive Barker for those of you who enjoyed his books of blood. Might be something you want to check out. You can always make sure that you don't miss a thing by simply going over to paulsading.com and signing up for my newsletter. I have a no spam guarantee. I only will release newsletters when I have something important to say to you. Let's get back to the conclusion of Season 2.
I got your back, girl, but this is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
No, it's not. We're going to be remembered forever. Here. We're here.
Martyrs Park? Really? The killer's gonna be here. Of all places.
So?
It's just open. Thought he'd be more discreet. To be honest, I feel a little better. Like he was being honest about just wanting to give you his story before the cops arrived. Okay. I don't know, I was afraid it would be a warehouse or something. But this feels pretty safe. Safer. I mean, none of this crazy shit feels safe.
What did you think he was after? It's going to be good. It's all going to be good. Let's go.
Shouldn't we wait for the police or someone? I mean, you can't be sure he doesn't want to hurt you, Janice. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm ready for this son of a bitch if he tries anything. But I'm worried you trust him so much.
We can't. We have to go now or we lose the story. And you know better than anyone that I can't afford that. I've got to get this story. I've got to take the chance. Come on.
Shit! Wait up! I don't see anyone, Janice. Are you positive he said to meet at the Yellow Fever Memorial?
Yes. Right here. He said he'd be right here.
But there's no one...
Now, let's finish the story.
What happened? Janice? Why my hands? Janice! Oh my God. Are you okay? Janice? Janice, what's going on? Why are you dressed like that? Janice! Please! Janice! Janice, talk to me! What's going on?
Be quiet. We're waiting. For him.
What? Wait, for who?
For Roman buyers.
We're waiting for my father.
Janice, your father is dead!
My mother's legacy. Building such a wonderful lie around a legend. She created her own story about him. About my grandfather. About all the men in my family. Last night wasn't the first time I met him. You know that, right?
Janice, what are you talking about? I don't even... I know he stalked you outside the paper. I know you think he was at your house, but...
At first I struggled to understand what was happening, what was going on, and why he was suddenly appearing again. Of course, I couldn't be sure it was him. Not at first. I couldn't be. Who could, right? When you're told for your entire adult life that your grandfather was a child molester, and your father abandoned his family only to disappear for good, and you don't want to believe it. Not of your father. When you're a little kid and you think of your father as impervious, impenetrable, perfect. Nothing can pierce his armor with its sharpest barbs. To believe life could be so twisted as to ruin him, leave him a wreck of a man. It's hard to believe. I refused to, for a long time. I'm glad I did, because it was all a lie. An exquisitely crafted lie, but a lie nonetheless. He was never gone. He never abandoned me. He was always there, watching.
Janice, please! This is crazy! You're scaring me. Untie me, Janice! Please!
I can't do that, Angelique.
Why?
Because you're number 5.
Oh, Mrs. Herring! Please untie me! Something's wrong with Janice. She's not herself. Be careful! Mrs. Herring! There's something going on. Bad shit. Janice's father. Your ex.
Is everything ready, darling?
Yes, Father.
Good.
Just like you asked.
What?
Shall we finish this together?
I'd like that a lot, Father.
The fuck? Janice! This is crazy! Janice! Janice, look at me! Janice, she's your mother! Please, Janice, listen to me! Whatever is wrong, whatever is going on, I can help. I'm here for you, I promise, but you've gotta untie me.
She's the last one. She's a Kelly.
Please untie
I'm so
me.
proud of you, dear. You've done so well. You've done very, very well.
Why?
Daddy's proud of you. But we need to work quickly.
Please!
People will start walking through the park soon. We want them to see our work, don't we?
Yes, Father.
Our final work. We want them to see what happens to dirty girls who don't behave like ladies, girls who don't listen to their fathers, don't we, dear?
Yes, of course. We want to hurt the dirty girls.
That's right, dear. The dirty girls make their daddies very sad, don't they? We don't want dirty girls to be bad anymore.
Janice! It's me! Angelique! Janice! I know you're in there somewhere. I know you hear me. Please, honey, it's me. No! No! Stay away from me! Help! Somebody help me!
Come on, darling. Do what Daddy needs you to do. Make her number 5. Fulfill your destiny, sweetie. Make me proud.
Please help me. This is your mother, your mom, your fucking sick, twisted mom. Your father isn't here, Janice. She's screwing with you. She's playing with your head. Oh my God! Oh! Please put the knife down, Janice. Please put it down.
Angelique?
Yes, Janice. Oh my God, it's me, girl. Your friend. Please, Janice, don't let her hurt me. Please.
Dirty girls and their dirty words. She's toying with you, honey. She's using the same filthy mouth to trick you that she uses to seduce other women. She's a dirty sinner, a twisted, dirty sinner. Her filthy little mouth, the mouth she puts on other women's mouths, their breasts, their naughty parts. She is filth. And she needs to die, darling. She needs to die. Hurry, darling, hurry. We don't have much time.
Yes, Father. The dirty girl
Do it.
needs to die.
Kill the dirty girl.
No!
Angelique, are you all right?
Is Janice? Are they?
Yes. I'm sorry. Shit, she's gone. Here, let me help you up.
Why did she make me shoot her?
It's not your fault, not at all. She was gonna hurt you, Angelique. She planned on killing you.
Why? I don't understand, Marshall. Why would she want to hurt me?
Branson was right all along. About a lot, actually. The canonical 5 were 5 women purportedly killed by Jack the Ripper. Each one of their last names matched a Memphis murder victim. Your last name matched up with Mary Jane Kelly, the last victim of Jack the Ripper. As sick as it is, Janice and her mother were recreating these killings.
Why? None of this makes sense. Why would she do that?
Janice was sick, Angelique. You know that. She was sick, and she was manipulated by her twisted mother. Her father, Robert, was killed years ago, stabbed in a prison yard fight. She was a teenager when he died.
But her father...
Manslaughter. From a childhood. He beat the father of one of Janice's classmates to death one day. Testified he did it to protect his little girl.
The schoolyard bullies. Of course.
What?
Well, that still doesn't explain why she and her mother were doing this. Why they copied the Jack the Ripper legend.
One of the things Branson found, the reason why I wanted y'all to stay in Monica's office, he uncovered Jack the Ripper's real name. It was Oliver Herring, spelled H-E-H-R-I-N-G.
God, that's creepy. It's so close to Janice's name.
That's the kicker. It is Janice's name.
What?
Yeah, through her father's side of the family. She's a Herring, but just with an H instead of the first R. They probably had it changed for obvious reasons.
You're not telling me what I think you're telling me, are you? Are you? You're not telling me that. No, you can't be.
Come on. Let's get to the medic so they can check you out.
I'm fine, Marshall. Are you telling me our Janice was related to the Jack the Ripper?
He was her great-grandfather 3 times removed.
Jack the motherfucking Ripper was Janice's great-great-great-grandfather? No shit.
Yeah, crazy shit, right? Seems like Janice, or her mother, were fully bought into this belief of birthright. That it was, I don't know, destined. Like they were supposed to do this.
That bitch. The box. Oh!
What?
Janice had a box. She kept it at her mother's house. And she got pissed when she found out her mother told me about it. Janice was having some bad episodes. She wasn't managing her health well. And Mrs. Herring was supposedly worried about her. And we were talking about everything going on in Janice's life. And this fucking box, right? I thought it was just, I don't know, some old childhood shit. But according to Mrs. Herring, and what I saw later from Janice, it was really important to her. Mrs. Herring didn't give me too many details, and I thought she was just being guarded in order to save Janice from being humiliated or something.
What was in it? In the box?
Just pictures. Old pictures. Of men. I didn't recognize any of them. Some of them were incredibly old.
Like 19th century England old?
Yeah.
Possibly original pictures of Jack the Ripper? I imagine there are a lot of people who'd like to get their hands on that content. Were pictures the only thing in the box?
Yeah. No. There was a note. It just said legacy in some crappy handwriting. It didn't make any sense. I just thought it was some old creepy family shit.
Until now.
Yes, until now.
Once the medics give you the all clear, I can give you a lift back to the paper if you need a ride.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I've got a story to write.
All right, fans of Subject Found, that does it for Season 2. It has been a wonderful, fun ride. I hope you enjoyed it. The comments, the emails, and the tweets that I've gotten throughout the season have been simply, absolutely enjoyable to read. I'm glad that we had this journey together, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. So, if you want a 3rd season, I've got a brand new figure of myth, lore, and legend already written out for you. It's a wonderful tale. It's going to happen in book form either way, but will there be an audio drama? Only if you can get us to our goal. Again, GoFundMe.com/SF Season 3. I hope you enjoyed this ride as much as I did creating it for you. I want to take a moment to thank everybody who made this show possible. First and foremost, obviously, to my patrons. Your support of this show is a reason that this exists, so thank you. Everyone on cast, Heather Auden, John McClane, Sarah Golding, Maxximillian Dafoe, Lauren Wisniewski, Amanda McLoughlin and Julie Schifini, Austin Beach, Raul Vega, Robert Chauncey, Emery Dawn, and my wife, Mrs. Sading, for even providing her voice this season. It's been remarkable and it's been fun. Of course, none of this would have sounded as good as it did without the talented folks at Dog and Pony Studios. John McClane is an immensely talented person. You've heard him now. He was Jared last season. He was Marshall this season. He can do the voice acting thing wonderfully. He really comes alive in sound design. If you listened to this season in headphones, you probably picked up on a lot of things that he put in there especially for you. John is also producing my next show called Who Killed Julie, and it sounds just as remarkably wonderful. And the good thing, I swear this will be the last time I tease you about this. He has already agreed to bring Dog and Pony Studios back into the fold for Season 3, should we do an audio drama. You're going to have a wicked fun ride in that season from the conversations I've had with him. It's a big story with a huge potential soundscape that he's going to have a lot of fun playing around in. I'm not going to say anything more than that because I truly believe that this community is going to come together and get us to that $6,000 goal so that we can get this going, so we can start working on it. In the meantime, John does run Dog and Pony Studios. It's a professional sound studio. They do everything well beyond just audio drama. Multiple professional services for radio and even television and movies. So, if you have any audio needs, reach out to them. Check them out at dogandponystudios.net/blog. See some of the things they do. Hit the contact tab. Write to John and let him know that you found him through Subject Found. See what he can do for you. They're great people to work with. True professionals who put everything into their craft. You can't go wrong with them. So check them out. I do want to thank James Bolt, who did a lot of the music that you've heard this season. That's James's creation. He does a lot of wonderful stuff. A lot of the little things in the songs that make the environment as eerie as it is. Just an immensely talented person. Well, James also has a band called The Night Stalker. They're back in their studio, conjuring up their third EP, as we speak right now. So, if you're a fan of horror, the dark stuff, the thrillers like we do here, Halloween, heavy metal, and doom, check out what they've got out there already. The first two records, you can find them at thenightstalkerband.bandcamp.com. And be looking for the third Night Stalker trilogy this October. James wants you all to stay spooky. And before we get out of here, last note, last time you'll hear from me for Subject Found for some time. But in the meantime, I will be working on other things. I have also partnered, like I said, with Dog and Pony to create Who Killed Julie. Who Killed Julie is an investigative crime drama with a wickedly talented voice acting staff and the obvious talents of Dog and Pony Studios behind it. It will be coming out later this year. It's an immensely powerful standalone series. Julie McLemore disappeared in 2013 and her body wasn't found for 2 years. Who Killed Julie is a story about her. It's a story about the every woman. It's a story about us. So make sure you go subscribe today over on your favorite podcatcher. And last update, the second season of Diary of a Madman is now coming. Now that this season's over, I'm going to take a little vacation and then come back and start working on that. So It's a new season, a new madman, a new writer, and a new voice actor. And you're going to really love this story. It is exceptionally wicked and twisted. I want to thank all of you for your support and your downloads throughout the second season. Please leave a rating and review for the show. And again, any spare change or more that you have laying around, feel free to take it over to GoFundMe.com/SF Season 3 so we can get to work. Until we meet again, keep being epic. Subject Found is a pulsating production. It was scored, mixed, and mastered by Dog and Pony Studios out of Las Vegas. You can find them over at dogandponystudios.net. Absolutely wonderful resource for the audio drama and sound engineer communities. Great folks. Go give them a message. Let them know that I sent you their way. I also want to take a moment to thank Lauren Nelson of the Box podcast, Amanda McLoughlin and Julia Schifini over at Spirits Podcast, Alexandra at Freed Love on Twitter, and my wife for their beta reads this year, making sure that with this many female characters that I did it correctly and I did it right. The advice and guidance that they gave me over the course of editing was invaluable, so thank you to each and every one of you. I also want to take a moment to thank Brent Moody, another beta reader who heard this story many, many, many months before you ever did, and gave me some great feedback about his reaction to it that did help guide the editing. Public Domain Universe. We've all had the same thought when reading Voltaire. It's great and all, but I really just want to see Candide hunted in the world of the most dangerous game. And who hasn't wondered how Tom Sawyer would deal with the murder of William Frankenstein? And now, with Public Domain Universe, you can listen to these and other modern-day adventures starring your favorite classic characters, with songs, laughs, and plenty of heart. It's like the best dreams you had in freshman English class. That's Public Domain Universe, and it's available on any of your pod-catching favorite choices. Head over to publicdomainuniverse.com, on Twitter and Facebook at PDUPod, or subscribe to the RSS feed directly from publicdomainuniverse.libsyn.com/RSS. Check it out. Heather Auden plays Janice Herring. Maxximillian Dafoe of Thematic podcast is Angelique Kelly. Lauren Wisniewski is Monica Ravenalt. Austin Beach is Branson Stewart. John McLean of Dog and Pony Studios and producer of Subject Found and Who Killed Julie is Marshall Rogers. Sarah Golden of Audio Drama Production Podcast is Pam Herring. Steve Bateman of the Why Haven't I Seen This podcast plays Roman Byers.